Hey y'all, it's week 30 of season 2 of the Andy Griffith Show. This week's episode title is Cousin Virgil. Morning, what's up this week?
I got a letter from my cousin Virgil up to New Jersey. He says he's coming today to visit. And so I asked Andy whether we could hire him to help out down at the courthouse. And Andy says, isn't that the cousin who's all awkward and a goofball? And I say, oh, he's changed. He used to be like that, but he's really changed since. So Andy and I are standing there waiting on this dust to come, and I tell Andy, yeah, you're really going to like Virgil, Andy. He comes from another side of the family, and they're the fun ones. He's going to be a big help, too. And then his dust comes, and his suitcase is on it, but he's not. And I say, I'm worried, Andy. Something must have happened to him.
So y'all go drive the route to where the bus just came from, and you see him walking toward Mayberry. He says he got off at the last stop to buy a postcard, but then he forgot to get back on the bus.
And that night, Virgil and I are invited for supper at Andy's house. And he meets Aunt Dee and Ultie, and he shows them a card trick. But the only reason the trick works is that it's a trick deck. And Virgil gives it away by dropping all the cards on the floor. And then Virgil knocks the meat off the plate that Andy's holding.
And then he knocks some other stuff over at the supper table, too. And then Andy tells you in private later he doesn't know whether he wants Virgil working down at the courthouse.
And I say, well, gee, Andy, you got to give him a chance. He means well. He'll be all right as soon as he settles down. You'll see. But then he wrecks the squad car, just bringing it around the house so we can leave. And Andy says he's got to go. And the next day I let him do some sweeping down at the courthouse, but he breaks some glass. And so then I give him the jail keys to clean up and shine.
And then Andy comes in and sees the broken glass and says, I told you I didn't want him down here.
And I say, I promise, Andy, if he makes one more goof, I'll tell him myself he's got to go. And then I need to let Otis out of the cell, so I yell into the back room, Virgil, are you finished with them keys? I need 'em. And he brings them out, but they won't work anymore, 'cause Virgil's sanding them down so much, he wore down the teeth. So I say to him, can't you do anything right? And then I leave to go work on a plan I had to get Otis out of the cell.
And then Opie shows his daddy some very well-made figurines that Virgil carved out of wood. And Virgil tells Andy, yeah, I can do work like this when no one's watching me and when I'm not all nervous with people watching me.
So Andy lets Virgil work alone to get Otis out of the cell. And he makes Otis turn and face the wall. And Virgil does it. He takes the door off the hinges. But I'm still outside and I don't know that. So I pull the window out of the wall with the squad car. And then when Virgil is leaving, I say, you say hello to your daddy for me now. And after he leaves, I tell Andy, yeah, it's a funny thing. Here's Virgil and I from the same family. And look at the difference. Virgil clumsy, me totally coordinated.
And then right after saying that, you step out off the curb in front of a moving car.
Yeah, and I yell at the driver, what's the matter with you? You trying to kill somebody? Why don't you look where you're going? Dumb nut.
Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next week for episode 31, which will be the end of season 2. And then we'll start season 3. Bye.